Hi all, and welcome back to Tech Anorak. Might have to start calling this one United Anorak if it takes off, but I enjoyed doing the video last week just before Ole got the sack, and yeah, it's come to pass, hasn't it, that Ole has gone now. So Carrick's took over. I don't know about you, but as I said in my last video, I think the coaching staff needed to go as well. I suppose a new manager's going to bring in their own staff, but having Carrick's just basically having Solskjaer, but not as good as Solskjaer in my book. So, although we've won tonight 2-0 against Villarreal, the tactics look very similar. They played Fred and McTominay in the middle, which is our biggest Achilles heel, if you ask me. De Gea had to save us numerous times, and Ronaldo did the business at the end. And it was nice to see Sancho get a goal, though, and I think it was Sancho's best performance even before his goal, but yeah, he smashed it into the top right corner, which was a nice goal. But yeah, so where do we go from here now, guys? So it looks like the board are totally inept. They should have dealt with this during the international break. So where do we go from here? Do we go for Zidane? But it looks like Zidane wants the France job. He's going to take over from Deschamps in the summer. Pochettino, he's managing at PSG. Why would you leave PSG, that's a more stable project, and you're working with Messi and Neymar and Mbappe? Why would you leave that for Man United unless he really, really wants the job and perhaps wants to be back in England? He's, lived in England and managed in England a lot, but I don't think I want Pochettino anyway. I don't think tactically he's going to be better than Ole, and his staff will be better than the current coaching staff, but I just don't think he's got enough pedigree. I don't think he's got enough pedigree to win leagues, win Champions Leagues, and, he'd probably win you an FA Cup, maybe a Carling Cup, probably get to the semis of the Champions League and probably second or third at the most. But I can't see him winning big prizes. I might be wrong, but, he would have done it by now, wouldn't he, for another club? So there's Brendan Rodgers as well. Again, why would Brendan Rodgers want to leave Leicester for Man United, who's pretty broken? He's managed Liverpool as well. So again, why would he want to come to us? I think Brendan Rodgers might be a good appointment, but you don't generally get any managers that have managed Liverpool managing United or vice versa. So we shall see. Then you've got the Ajax manager, Erik Ten Hag, that keeps coming up in the news as well. And I would have thought he would bring, a lot of tactical nous and probably sexy football that we'd like to see at Old Trafford, but I don't know much about him. As I said in my last video, Ajax, they're a big fish in a small pond, and Dutch managers, they don't really come to England very often, do they? We've had Van Gaal, who wasn't much cop. Koeman was at Everton, wasn't he? Didn't do much. I can't really think of any other Dutch managers offhand who've been, no one who's won the league anyway in England. So my big fear with this board is that they do what they did with Ole, and Carrick goes on a big run and they give Carrick the job. I wouldn't put that past them, because there's something wrong up there, isn't there, with our board and decision makers. They don't know what they're doing, as I say. But I think the plan's probably going to be Carrick for a few matches. Maybe they get an interim manager. Don't know, they might get someone like Steve Bruce or Laurent Blanc, who's, not got a job at the moment, and have a bit more experience than Carrick and the current coaching staff alone. And then the next big appointment will come in the summer, whoever, United agree it with. But they've got to get this one right, because it's the fourth manager since Alex Ferguson, and it was always going to be, a big, impossible job to follow. But they've got to find the right manager, because it's not happening. Obviously, you've got Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool and Pep at City. If you got them at United, would they have succeeded under this board? I'm not so sure. I think, the board's a big hindrance. So just my thoughts on what's happened this week, guys. And, please comment on the video. I'd like to have a good chat with any other fellow United fans as well. And what do you think of my background? I thought I'd go old school with the Cliff in Lower Broughton. So I went quite a lot as a kid, because I lived up the road in Prestwich, and you could actually get autographs from all the players, which was great. And we've got a total disconnect now. It's probably not just United, but yeah, they're more like film stars now, aren't they, up in Carrington and the Alderley Edge life? It's a big disconnect with the fans, isn't it? So But yeah, I thought I'd have this background because it's cool and just reminds me of Man United as a kid. So yeah, as I say, guys, let me know what you think. It's only my second video on United topics, so go easy on me. But I'd like to hear any comments, and let's get into a debate. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Take Anorak out. Take care.